unfolding before our very eyes.
WMAL, making sense of the news.
While the rest of us were glued to our devices waiting for the next post on X, Reagan Reese, she ran toward the fire. We want her on that wall. She gathered her supplies and went right to the White House correspondent's room there, as she is the Daily Caller's woman on the front lines during yesterday's dust-up between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And a great article, by the way. It was written and updated on the fly by Reagan and her co-author, our friend Amber Duke. Bill Ackman, who I think has the ear of both of these men, Trump and Musk, put out on social media toward the end of the day, around dinner time, "I support Donald Trump and Elon Musk, and they should make peace for the benefit of our great country. We are much stronger together than apart." Elon Musk replied to that and said, "You're not wrong." So was there discussion there at the White House in the West Wing about moving forward here? How can they resolve this? It sure seems irreconcilable, but both of these men understand that they have mutual interests, and as Musk just said, he agrees. We're stronger if they're together. What does that look like, Reagan?
I believe Politico broke while I was choosing to sleep that are setting up a peace talk this morning, or a phone call between the two leaders. But just to speak to how White House officials are feeling about this whole thing, I did give the sense that though the aides I spoke to were frustrated, they did hope that there was going to be peace, that there was going to be some reconciliation. And one source even pointed out to me, Donald Trump typically makes up with a lot of people that he gets mad with. And so he does
Except
think
Rosie
that
O'Donnell. That's never happened.
And I feel like that's understandable. And just looking at how tempered Donald Trump has been, how reasonable he's been in responding to Elon Musk, I do think that there's a path forward. It seems like the ball's in Elon Musk's court if he wants to make up with the White House.
Reagan, shifting gears just a little bit, before it was bumped off the headlines, Karine Jean-Pierre coming out as a independent was making headlines with as she peddles her new book due out this October. And I would just love your take. I'm sure you've interacted with her when she was the previous press secretary under Joe Biden, and now she's writing about how the White House was broken and the Democratic Party has fallen apart, as though she is, has absolutely nothing to do with it. What is your take on her whole, spiel right now?
I was reading an article, I think, what was it, Tuesday, about her new book deal. And a couple sentences down, buried in this piece, I find in the Associated Press that Karine Jean-Pierre is leaving the Democratic Party. And I was like, this is the lead. This is the news. And so that's kind of how I came about it. I was shocked, and it's like typical mainstream media behavior to bury that news because they know it looks bad. It's stunning. I think that I really can't believe it. She lied to us all for years.
Yes.
I actually think I was quoted in Fox News saying, I can't wait to see what Republicans she votes for. I don't really know what Karine Jean-Pierre as an independent looks like, and as this like she's going to bring everyone together. And I find it very hard to believe. And I think we all know it's a bunch of BS.
Yeah, Mitt Romney was an extreme racist right-winger to Karine Jean-Pierre, so well observed there, Reagan. Is it going to be a quiet day at the White House today, or do you think that there's going to be some sort of development on this front?
Is it ever a quiet day? I do believe the president is traveling over the weekend, but no, it's never a quiet day, and there's also White House Correspondent Association elections begin today. And so there's been a ton of campaigning and, groveling going on around the White House campus. So even if the president doesn't make news, there's a lot of internal politics that I'm about to go play.
Do you want to tell the vast WMAL audience here in Washington and worldwide who will have Reagan Reese's vote for White House Correspondent Association?
That's a great question. I'm half debating if I just write in my own name. I haven't decided yet. I need to have a couple more conversations with people and kind of weigh who is someone going to pay attention to the little guy.
Reagan, There's only one answer to this question. Alex Jones.
Oh,
Now
I thought
is
you were
the
going to say
time.
Caroline Levitt. That's funny.
I do like that Caroline Levitt was trending there with a poster. I do like that as well. But no, I'm going all in on Alex Jones. Why not? Why not at this point? That should be the campaign slogan. Alex Jones for White House Correspondent
Why not?
Association. Why not? Thank you, Reagan. Great stuff.